All right, good evening, hello, and welcome back to the channel. What's going on, everybody? Folks, this is 3 times in 1 week. I'd say we're back. Anyway, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to the A2A PA-24 Comanche that we haven't flown in a long time. We flew it forever when it first came out, and then we kind of just stopped because a bunch of other stuff came out. Oops. Yeah, so we haven't been in this beauty in a while, and yeah, so we're here in beautiful Millington, Tennessee, just outside of Memphis, and yeah, what a beautiful Microsoft default airport we're sitting in right now. We're just going to ignore the fact that there's no scenery around us, and I'm just going to pop in. So yeah, a couple of quick hops tonight. I honestly just kind of squeezed this one in. Got a busy day tomorrow, an early day. I'm going to be out of the house all day, and then going to be away for a couple days. So I figured we'd get one last stream in. Anyway, what's going on, Micah? Micah Messer. First of all, thank you. Micah is on tower tonight. Thank you for the ATC coverage, and you guys should all go visit that link that Micah posted up there. His teachable.com tutorial. It's not even a tutorial. It's a full series on how to fly GA. There's going to be an airliners component to it, and all of it on VATSIM. So you guys all need to click on that link and go check it out. I've seen it. It's awesome. It will help you. Preet, what's going on? Oh, what's up? Hey, that's 2 in a row. Yo, yo, yo. Nice. Micah with the guitars for the intro. Yes. Anon Flight Simmer. What's up, man? What's up, Anon? Be in soon as you just landed at Vegas and shut down. Yeah, I know CST is streaming right now. So I would imagine you're flying along with him. But yeah, man, take your time. I mean, we got a couple of quick hops, but I mean, I'm not in that much of a rush. So we should be around. And it's always good to see you. Thank you for your support. As always, Micah, you too. Thank you guys a lot for your support as channel members. Yeah. Micah, you know, just chilling in the cab. Nice. Vander, what's up? Good evening. How are you tonight? Caleb, legend. What's up, man? How you doing? Caleb, yeah, man. Micah is actually on tower. So we're going to call up and get our clearance down to Tupelo, Mississippi, from Micah, who again, big thanks to Micah for the ATC. That's epic. Hopefully we'll get some additional traffic. Maybe it won't just be me. That's okay if it is. Yeah, and then a bunch of Streamlabs spam. Awesome. Okay, so full disclosure, well, and you all know, I haven't flown this in ages, so I honestly, it's been a minute. So I guess what we need to do, let's go for the walk around. And this jacks up the VR view a little bit, but we'll do it anyway. So those are the flaps, just checking those. We'll go ahead and check the, oh, we can't. I've already botched it, folks. I've already botched it. Let's go back inside real quick. So fuel selector, gust lock off. How about that? Let's try that again. Let's go. We're only going to do this, just test the ailerons. We would be checking in here too to make sure that we don't see anything funky with the control cables. Flaps I would have down in the Piper. We'll check wingtips. We don't have any fuel in the wingtips. We would probably check that anyway. Yeah, you know, this is wonky in VO. We'll do it anyway. Kind of hard to get. Go ahead and sump. Oh, we don't have any fuel in the wing and in the tip tanks. Off to a good start. Off to a good start. There's a Cessna on the ground. Awesome. Okay, cool. Check out the landing lights. They look good. We will go ahead and take away the tie downs because we're not going to go very far with those on there. Let's go ahead and just check the fuel. We should have full fuel in both tanks. I see blue, which is the color of 100 low lead. So that's cool. I think it's epic that all this is modeled, by the way. I don't know. I mean, the walk around is wonky. Check the gear, make sure the J-hooks look like I would be crawling up under there, make sure the tires aren't flat. Take the le chocks away. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll do one fuel sump just because it's been a while since we've been in this. Make sure there's no water in the fuel. Make sure there's no debris in there. And that all looks good to me. So we would throw it right down there on the ramp. No, don't do that, folks. Don't throw it down on the ramp. That is not good for the environment. Okay. Coming over here, making sure the props, the blades look good. They do. There's no damage to the spinner. Make sure the alternator belt is where it needs to be. It does. There's no damage. The plane looks good from that angle. No, don't do that. It's a waste of precious money, too. Exactly. Yeah, put it back. If it's clean, put it back in the tank. 100%. That's what I do. Don't do what I do if your CFI tells you to do otherwise, but that is 100% what I do when I take a sample. Oil quantity looks good. It looks like it's sitting at, oh my gosh, 10 quarts. If I had 10 quarts, well, one, I can't put 10 quarts in the IO 360 C1C, but if I even put maximum, which is 8 quarts, it would immediately spit out like 3 quarts. We got oil. Let's go ahead and make sure we have fuel in this tank, and we do. I'm not going to do this on the turnaround flight. I think this is so cool that you can do this with this aircraft. Again, we'd be checking the gear, checking the tires. Everything looks good. Can we take that away? No, we got to go over here. Remove that tie down. Looks like a couple of. Well, I don't usually tie that. I tie 2 of the. Is that a half hitch? I think I tie 2 half hitches. Is the name of that knot. And then remove the pitot cover. That is important. Check in that light. We don't have any fuel in the tip tank, so we're not going to do that. We'll skip over here. Making sure the ailerons are nice and free. Nothing looks funky. Same with the flaps. Make sure that the bolt, the rod is okay over there. It is. The static port looks good. The elevator looks good. That port looks good. Just trying to get through this here. Let's go ahead and load up some baggage here. Oh, wait. We forgot our purse and our what is this? This is we can't talk about what that is. That is a secret. What's inside that bag. So the walk around looked pretty good, and let's pop inside, and that always jacks up my view in VR. So let's reset our view. Hello. There we go. Now I need to reset everything. That's why we're only going to do that once, because it messes up. It doesn't like return to my original view. Cool. So we do have the time set forward a couple of hours just so we can get some daylight, but I would imagine we will also get some nighttime flying in, which will be nice. Great. Yes, Mike, you're always told to put it back in the tank as long as there's, yeah, no water, no debris. Exactly, 100%. Ooh, the tail tie down. You know what? You're right. And let's get it from here. Thanks. Obviously, in a real walk around, that would be really, really obvious. But I skipped over that station, I think. Okay, so the tail tie down is now gone. Cool. And we do have this nice checklist, so why don't we go ahead and use it. Pre-flight was complete. Passengers have been briefed on the safety procedures, how to use their seatbelt, how to open the door, which is latched. Control lock is off, parking brake is set, gear switch is down, flaps are up, radios are off, autopilot master. I have bound to a switch here. Okay, so that's off. Avionics master, also bound to a switch is off. All electrical switches are off. Circuit breakers are all in. There's 1, 2 over there. They're all in. And we will turn on the beacon because we are about ready to get started. And now in my airplane, that's always on. We don't turn that switch off. It's a good way to let you know if you left the master switch on. Last thing I do before I leave the hangar is obviously lock the door. But before I lock the door and close the door, I make sure that the rotating beacon is not on in the hangar, because that means I left the master on. Daniel, hey man, how's it going? Haven't been able to stop by in a while. You got your CFI this weekend. Good for you, man. Congratulations. Oh, Daniel. I have heard, I don't have my CFI, I have heard that is one of the hardest practicals to go through, like check rides. I mean, you know, practical exam, the check ride, the oral and the flying portion, I have heard is the hardest of all of them. So Daniel, man, big ups, big congratulations. That's amazing. I know how hard that is, man, and good for you. Congrats, man. Micah, yeah, clear prop. Yeah, let's get the show on the road. I'm actually trying to run through the checklist, trying to kind of take our time with this. Honestly, it's because I haven't flown it in a while. that I'm kind of running through this too. All right, so the fuel selectors are on the left tank, so that's fine. Mixture is making sure I have the right controls set. I do. I actually did that before I logged in, as I made sure that I have the right controls binding set. So mixture is full rich. Throttle is cracked. Prop is full forward. And now we test the fuel pump. So we go master on and then fuel pump on, and we just check for fuel pressure here to make sure that this is coming up. Foolery's World, what's up, man? How you doing? Good evening. Oh, Micah, the clear props for Daniel. Gotcha. Okay. We got fuel pressure, so the fuel pump is working, so that's good. Mike Coffee. Sorry you were late watching 737 NG Pilot do a review on the wonderful TBM. Still can't afford it, but now you're watching the Comanche. Your favorite, man. The stream is for you, sir. Space Ghost Seeker, what's up? It's going really good. Mike Coffee, you don't want to do VATSIM. Mike Coffee, you should watch Micah's. You should take Micah's tutorials. Creep, any landing is a landing, and as long as your plane is still intact. Yes, I think Jaeger said that, right? A good landing is any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. Any landing where you can reuse the airplane is a great landing. All right, let's start this thing. Carb heats off, master switches on, fuel. All right, we already did all that. Now we'll just start it, and I don't need a checklist to start this airplane. So we are going to unlock the fuel, the primer. 1, 2, 3 strokes of primer, and we'll lock that. I don't have a carb in my aircraft, so this is all new to. Well, this is not something I usually do in the Aero. Cool. Beacon is on, and now we get to yell clear prop. All right, it's clear all around that I can see, and now what we need to do is go to both mags and then just hit the starter button. And that's it. And that is a good looking start right there. We're a little hot. Maybe I had the throttle cracked a little too much. So let's pull that back. Let's make sure the oil pressure is rising. Okay, it rose right into the green. We don't even need to wait 30 seconds. So that's a good start right there. Let's go ahead and lean the mixture. Let's run on the ground. We don't want to foul our plugs. And that looks pretty good to me. Open this. Yes, open the window. Exactly. Space Ghost Seeker, when PMDG drops their UFT. I will probably still use this tablet, yes. Mike, you have to buy a separate sound system for your PC so you can use the mic from Discord. Oh, for VATSIM. Barbate, oh my gosh, what's going on? Barbate Brandon, I think I remember you being on the streams a long time ago, flying in your neck of the woods. You live right outside Jackson. Okay, so yeah, stick around for the second stream. The places on Flight Sim are never shown. It's really good. Oh man, I don't have any payware or freeware. You were so mentally drained, Daniel, at the end of it. At the end of your check ride, you had to fly back 45 minutes. You don't think you're able to actually appreciate the accomplishment until you get a good night's sleep. Good for you, man. I mean, that is epic. All right, let's get into this. Sorry, got to ignore chat for a little bit here. So if I miss anything, don't think anything less of me. All right, so let's go ahead and autopilot master on, avionics master on, and we just we pray that the 750 does start up. Okay, it does. That means I started the app. All right, continue. We got half left, half up. That's good. Let's continue. Let's go ahead and say refuel here on our JDM. What is this, an 830? JDM 830? I forget. Okay, cool. So that's all good. And now what we can do is, first of all, check the weather again. There is no ATIS here, but we can get the... Oh, good. And weather's going to flake out on me. Let's try local weather. Sometimes this works. There we go. Millington weather here, scattered. They do it here. There we go. Winds are 160 at 7, 10 miles visibility, scattered at 10,000, temp is 26, dew points 15, 3001 on the altimeter, which is set. Somebody may have set that before we started the stream. So that all looks good. You guys talk about headsets. Awesome. Cool. Now what we can do, I wrote down our clearance that we filed. SimBrief spit out 9,000 feet. I actually filed this at 7. So I think we'll just go ahead and go with that. So let's call up our fantastic Millington, Memphis tower controller, who I believe we all know and love. Make sure that transferred over 122.50. Okay, VATSIM radio is working. Millington tower and clearance. Very good evening. November 1202 Romeo. Looking for clearance to Tupelo, please.
Number 1202 Romeo, Millington Tower, good evening. You're clear to Tupelo via radar vectors, Holly Springs, then is filed. Maintain 3,000, expect 7,000 in 10 minutes. Departures offline, squawk 4352.
I recognize that voice. Okay, for November 1202 Romeo, clear Tupelo via radar vectors, then Hotel Lima, India, then is filed. Line maintain 3,000, expecting 7 in 10 minutes. We'll go over to Unicom for departure, 4352 for the squawk.
Number 1202 Romeo, readback is correct. You can expect runway 22 for your departure, call right deck.
Okay, we'll expect 22 and we'll fly back for taxi, November 1202 Romeo. Thank you. Awesome. Folks, whoever's scared of VATSIM, number 1, that's how you do that. Number 2, that person on the other end of the radio, Micah Messer, has a fantastic set of tutorials. And I'm, you know, Mike and I are friends, so I'm not affiliated with this at all. I can just tell you that people that are a little bit nervous of VATSIM, I know that Micah did this to help you. So go check it out. I get no, I don't know, Micah, what do I say? I get no monetary compensation or would I ever want any. And, you know, Micah, I don't know. Micah can't explain it better than I can. You guys really should go check it out. He did this to fill a void. Okay, 4352. And, you know, the platform that he built this on, I think he did have to pay for, and I don't want to get all into it because I don't know the details. So he did have to pay for the platform to make it good. So, you know, if there's a little bit of a cost to it, I think he's recovering costs. It's not, as far as I know, a big profit thing. I think it's, you know, just something that he did to fill a void. And you guys really should go check it out. He put the link, Micah put the link in there again. So anyway, we'll talk about that more later if we want to. My coffee mixture lean. Yeah, I leaned it out a little bit. I don't want to lean it too much, right? I don't want to kill the engine. I don't know. Farmer Tech, what's going on? Farmer Tech is in the house again. Oh, Farmer Tech, thank you as well for your continued support as a channel member. What's going on, man? My coffee, there it is. We are farmers. Micah, yeah, you don't get any either. Okay, I didn't want to get into all the details because I don't know. I just, you know, from conversations you and I have had, I figured that was the case. All right, so we're going to KTUP, Tupelo. I actually know a guy who flies a 182 out of Tupelo, and he flies that Skylane everywhere. Kept in touch with them. Cool, so that's it. That's our clearance. Oh, sorry, no it's not. We need to put in HLI, and Micah has told me Holly Springs. He said it when he gave the clearance, and he told me earlier that it's Holly Springs. Honestly, I forgot, and I just read back the VOR name. Cool. One more thing we can do here. Let's put in 0 feet AGL at Tupelo, just so we can get a little bit of VNAV action. And that's that. Let's go to our map, make sure everything looks okay. Let's zoom way out. That's it. That's the route right there, folks. This is a pretty quick flight, so this one might go by a little quickly. All right, taxi checklist. What are you guys talking about here? Lean the mixture cert. I did. It's leaned. It's leaned as much as I want to lean it. Oh, Mikey, you dropped $480 of your own money. Okay, okay. Dang. You think 2 people have bought the course, which is $5? Yeah, it'll pick up steam. It's going to pick up steam. Holly Springs. Okay. Check the yoke. No. We'll do the. We're not there yet. We'll do the run up and all that good stuff. I'm just going to do the run up here on the ramp, if that's okay with you guys. So let's see. Primer is locked. The avionics master is on. Ammeter is good. We can check that further by flipping on the pitot heat. We can watch it jump a little bit. Yep. See that little wiggle. Radios are on. We can go ahead and turn this on. Takes a minute to come up. I'm not going to use. Well, we will use COM2. And we can use the DME feature here if we want to. Although I think we're going to be flying an RNAV. If we fly an approach at all, maybe we'll just go visual. Transponder is set. Altimeter we set. Heading indicator we can set to 22. Runway 22. I'm just going to set it to 220. Landing gear is down, and nav lights. We don't really. Well, you know what? We will put the nav lights on because it is. Where are the nav lights on this aircraft, folks? Anybody know? I don't know where the nav lights are. I wonder if they just go on. Interesting. Well, we can put the strobe on when we get closer to the runway. Huh. How do you turn the nav lights on this plane, guys? My coffee. How do you turn the nav lights on? Pretty plain. Kristen, what's going on? Yes. Mikey, you covered where did your run-ups at controlled fields in your course? The ramp is the correct answer. Yes. Well, sometimes there's a run-up area. I just don't know this airport. And sometimes people don't like it if you do the run-up on the ramp in real life. Because you can kick up debris and stuffs and throw it back on other aircraft. But I think we're good. Where are the dang... Oh, I guess the nav lights just come on when we turn the landing lights on and the strobes.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
What's all this then? Donation. Daniel. Oh, we should be donating to you, man. Daniel, thanks for the dono. Thanks for the buck, man. Appreciate that. We should be donating to you and congratulations of your completing your CFI. That's a huge accomplishment, man. But thank you for the buck. Appreciate that. That is awesome. And you also tested something out for me, and you don't even know it. That I have a new sound effect for the donations. It was the 5040 2010. Michael, we turn the black switch clockwise. Oh, is that it? Oh, there we go. Now I guess our nav lights are on. Sorry if things are stuttery. Dan, they're on. Very nice. Well, we are going to fly into the evening hours, so we'll turn those on. No, Mike, yeah, it's like a rheostat. It's like in the Aero. Raisin, is this a mod? Yes. Well, it's no, it's its own plane. It's absolutely its own aircraft. So we're not going to do the brakes test right now. We'll do the run up. We'll hold the brakes. We'll go ahead and go mixture full rich. So it's 2,000 RPM. Good to hear these engines. We're just going to do the run up here on the ramp. Oil pressure, oil temps all look good, and then we'll go right mag. We'll watch for a drop. Okay, it's about 100 RPM. Go left mag, same drop. I think that's acceptable on this aircraft. And then what we'll do is cycle the propeller 3 times, checking the... I love the sound of that. Come on. There we go. Once. Twice. Oh, come on. That's hard to do with VR. And then 3 times. I just look for oil on the windscreen. Exercise the prop governor also. That looked pretty good there. We already checked the ammeter. And now let's do our idle check. Let's see if it doesn't quit. All right, that's good. I don't like to sit at idle too long. And go ahead and lean back out for ground operations. Cool. Oh yeah, carb heat. I don't have a carb, so we're not checking that. All right, cool. Well, let's taxi. Remember, we need to call Micah for taxi, and we're expecting 2-2. So let's go ahead and... so we're still in the uncontrolled part of the ramp here, so we can taxi a little bit, and then we can call Micah up and get our taxi clearance. Yeah, see, it's getting dark. Nice. But yeah, Raisin, this is a it's payware. It's not even a modded airplane. It's its own airplane, and it is 100% payware. Micah ramp is the correct answer, just as far as away from any other aircraft as possible. Yeah, 100%. I just don't like to do, if there is a run-up area, you know what, Mike is right. Mike is 100% right. I usually find a run-up area if they got one, but I don't know if this airport has one or not down here. We could have checked. No, it doesn't look like it does. So yeah, that's 100% the correct thing to do here at this airport. My coffee nav lights double as instrument gauge lights. It makes sense. Same thing in the Piper. Same thing in the Aero. Mike Coffee, 2 minutes, run the engine at 1500 before run up. Oh, okay, we didn't do that. Daniel, been really loving these relaxing evening streams. Hopefully you can start to catch more of them. Now that you've got the CFI out of your way and under your belt, yeah, I would think you'd have a little more free time. Now you got to go for your double I or your MEI. But thanks for the donut, man. Seriously, really appreciate it. Kristen, how am I? I'm doing awesome. I am doing awesome. I hope you're doing well too. Micah is 100% correct. Most airports don't have a run-up area. If they do, for sure, you can use it. It's funny. That must be, maybe that's a regional thing. A lot of the, most of the airports that I fly into around here do. But Micah, man, most of the smaller ones don't. That's a really good point. I'm absolutely not debating that. You are 100% correct. I almost called up and said, Micah. Oh my gosh. Millington Tower, good evening. Comanche 1202 Romeo, we are ready for taxi.
Comanche 1202 Romeo, taxi runway 22 via Alpha Echo.
22 Alpha Echo, Comanche 1202 Romeo. Cool, let's go. Let's see if we can find our way around this metropolis of an airport. So we don't have taxi lights. We do have landing lights. I guess we will leave those off for now. What I would do in the Piper, I turn on the lights when I get to the, basically when I get my takeoff clearance. And my call out is lights, camera, action right before I take the runway, meaning landing lights on, camera is the transponder, and then action is basically mixture and prop. Making sure those are where they need to be. Okay, we're on Alpha, and then we'll make a left here on Echo. So I've got Rex Acu Seasons, and this is the time of year that Rex Acu Seasons really looks awesome. I mean, you guys can see the fall foliage here in the Memphis area. It looks pretty cool, and it'll look even cooler once we're airborne. We need to slow down a little bit here. Keep the nav lights off in the Bravo. I don't have the Bravo. Oh, Bravo airspace. I thought you meant the Bravo throttle quadrant, which I don't have. I have a very old, junky throttle quadrant, to be honest with you. Do we have a timer in here? No, we don't. It's all right. We'll just go by sight with the fuel. My coffee fuel on both for taxi. Really? I never knew that either. You know what? I'm making up my own procedures then. I thought you just left it on. I guess that makes sense. If if something happens with one tank, you don't need to fumble around with switching tanks. Huh, okay. Interesting. Like most airports in your area, transponder on. You know, mine is automatic. Mine, I mean the oh my gosh, what do I even have? It's been so long. The Stratus, I think it's a Stratus, has it's standby on the ground, and then as soon as you start your I guess it knows once you pick up enough speed that it just goes into out reporting. And they make real sure that you are squawking your code too when you depart Manassas, because it's under the CIFRA. So even if you're departing VFR, you need to be squawking the code that they gave you, or else, well, I don't know if you get intercepted, but possibilities there. They definitely will yell at you. I don't like to get yelled at. Like the Arrow might coffee. I can't. I have one fuel selector in the Arrow. It's like it's a Cherokee. I mean, I've got one fuel selector down there. It's either left, right, or off. Kristen with the dabbing emoji. I love that one. That's one of my favorites. We could have absolutely taken this shortened, but why not? We'll just enjoy the ride here. Short enough flight. Might as well just all hang out. Yeah, Micah, exactly. Like there's no both. There's either left, right, or no gas. I made a mild adjustment to my rudder pedals too, and I hope that I can establish a better crosswind landing with them. I actually loosened them up. I just used I have these old Logitechs, and there's a big wheel in the middle that you can adjust the tension with. So I did that, and I hope it works. Anyway, Comanche is like a faster Arrow. Yeah, exactly. It's a 250 horsepower old Arrow is what it is. Like a 172. Yeah, from what I remember with the 172, you don't touch the fuel selector once you... because the fuel tanks are above and they're just gravity fed, you set them to both and you leave it. I don't think I ever touched the fuel selector in any of the clapped out rental 172s that I flew. All right. We have arrived. Oops. What am I doing? We don't need that at all. We don't even need this. Yeah, there's no departure at all. What am I doing? Okay, we're good. There's no SID. We've been flying airliners for too long. We can pull up to the end of the hold short line here. It just dawned on me. I said, wait a minute. We need to have our SID plate up. No, we got radar vectors. As Micah had told us in our clearance, it's going to be radar vectors, and we're going to climb maintain 3,000 feet. There is no SID here that I know of. All right. Hold it short here. Millington Tower, the Comanche 1202 Romeo, holding short 22, number 1.
Comanche 1202 Romeo, Roger, standby, getting you release.
All right, so now we're going to sit and wait for our IFR release. This is very realistic. This happens all the time. Where I fly, it's a much busier. Well, no, this is Memphis, so I would imagine it's the same thing here. We're under. I don't know. Honestly, I think we're under Memphis's Bravo at Manassas. You can wait a little while for your IFR release. So. This is totally accurate.
02 Romeo, turn right heading at 270, runway 22, clear for takeoff.
Right turn 270, clear for takeoff, 22, Comanche 1202 Romeo. Thank you. All right, lights, camera, transponders on, action, mixture. And then we would also say traffic and time, make sure there's nothing coming down final, make sure there's nothing on opposite final. And we're ready to go. Trims are set. Let's do it. Toga's in chat, everybody. Toga's in chat. You're current in Sim Comanche. My coffee, exactly. All right. Rotated 85 knots, maybe a little less. We're pretty light. We turn the landing lights on. The sun is setting. There's 22 on the runway. Coming up on 22 on the HSI, 22 on the Whiskey Compass. Smoothly applying power. Listen to the sounds of this engine. Speed alive. Indications are normal. There's 80, there's 85. Rotates right off the deck. Positive rate, no more runway that I can see. Gear up, we'll pitch for 105, which is VY, and then we'll make that right turn to 270. And we'll trim it out for, I think it's 100. Oh, is it 100? I think it's 105. Gears up, and then we pull the power back to 24. We square it up at 24. And man, this thing trims out so perfectly.
1202 Romeo, climb maintain 4000 and contact Memphis approach on 125.8.
4,000 and then approach on 125.8 for Comanche 1202 Romeo. Thanks for the ATC. We'll see you.
You're welcome. Thanks for flying with us.
Memphis approach. Good evening. Comanche 1202 Romeo is heading 270, climbing 4,000 out of 1,500.
Comanche 1202 Romeo, my mistake for putting you on the 270. I thought you were going to Tulsa, not Tupelo. You can turn left, heading 100, climb maintain 7,000.
No worries. Left turn 100, climb maintain 7,000. Comanche 1202 Romeo. All right, no worries at all. We're here for a good time and a long time, right, guys? I'm just hand flying it. We cleared up to 7,000 all the way up. I'm barely.
02 Romeo, what's a good on-course heading for you for Holly Springs?
Stand by 1202 Romeo. That's a really good question. Approach for 1202 Romeo. Actually, this 150 heading looks pretty good.
02 Romeo, fly 150 until receiving Holly Springs, then clear direct Holly Springs.
Hey, 150 until receiving Holly Springs, then clear direct Holly Springs. Comanche 1202 Romeo. Awesome. I just got a text here. 155. Yeah, thank you, Micah. Thanks. I had to look that up. For some reason, I looked up the airport, which was not correct, obviously. So, yeah, keep the manifold pressure coming in. Okay, so Holly Springs VOR is what? Because we don't have that until receiving it. I don't have that in. Well, you know what? We're going direct to it anyway, but that's all right. Let's do this. Let's reduce our workload a little bit. Let's go heading mode on there. And we'll keep the climb. Sorry, chat, I missed a bunch of stuff. Mike is going to be our flight examiner. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Farmer Tech, I'm not sure yet. Here's how we can look that up. Oh, you know what we can do? We've got 750 here. We can just click on it. Just tune it like that. Put it in the active. Now we are receiving Holly Springs. Are we? 1 second. Okay. Now we're receiving it. We can go direct to Holly Springs at this point. So let's go direct. Holly Springs. Activate. And now we can put this into high sensitivity. So there we go. Now we're direct Holly Springs. So our after takeoff checklist, so flaps are up, gears up. We can lean this mixture out a little bit, right guys? And we're pretty much squared up at 24. So now it's gonna hunt all over the place. Oh, that drives me nuts. This autopilot. Direct. Oh, you know what? I'm totally an idiot. I am a complete idiot. There we go. Now we're in GPS mode. Now we can go direct to Holly Springs using our navigation system. 5,000 for 2. Looks like we're climbing a little fast here. Whoops. 122.4. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Each 1,000 feet inch. Yep, that's just like in the Arrow. That is just like in the Arrow. Yeah, this autopilot loves to hunt across its course. So I think what we might do is just go back into heading mode. Right. Let's just go into heading mode here. That's fine. It'll just be a smoother flight. So that's that. Mike, cool being with real pilots. Yeah, it's just trying to remember how to fly. It's been a long time since I've flown in real life. But check it out. That's Rex AccuSeasons with the foliage down there. That's pretty cool what it does. Cool. There's 6,000. Got 1,000 to go. Mike, the weirder the autopilot and older fashioned instruments like the RMI, the better. Yeah, I think they've pretty much accurately modeled the S-Tech. What is this? Like an S-Tech 30 in this thing. It's. I mean, it does the job. It's just kind of crappy. But it's crappy in real life too. Keep that manifold pressure coming in here. Got 600 to go. Mike, good enough for Scott, good enough for you. Exactly. I think they did a pretty good job modeling this aircraft based on his real-world Comanche. Yeah. Maybe turn these instrument lights up a little bit, right? 300 to go. Just kind of watching the HSI here a little bit. All right, we can start to level off now because we got 100 to go to get to 7,000. So just pushing the nose over a little bit, and then we will use the altitude hold feature of this aircraft once we get to exactly 7,000 feet, which is there, and altitude hold on. And now it's going to yell at us to trim down. Maybe not. All right, we'll let the airspeed build. Manifold pressure is fully in. Yeah, it's bitching at me. It wants me to trim down. This is just like the autopilot I have, except it doesn't give you an irritating beep. So I'm going to lean based on the chart here. We're at 7. First of all, let's get it in trim. Let's also put the lovely noise-canceling headset on, which I could never find a quick spot for. This is a little bit of a VR. Oops, I just pulled the circuit breaker. That was the landing gear motor. That would have been good. There we go. Still wants a little more down trim. Cool. Let's see, 7,000 feet. At 2,400, we'll just go, let's see, 2,400 RPM. Well, why don't we go, we'll quiet it down. We'll go 2,200 RPM, 21.5. 2,200 RPM. On the manifold pressure. Quiet this bad boy down a little bit. There we go. That's good enough. And now we'll go lean fine. And now we can just start to lean. Should be giving us what, about 65% brake horsepower. You know what, we'll just leave it right there. Why did that not? we go. Let's enrichen that a little bit. We'll just go 65. There we go. That's pretty good right there. Nice. That's that. Exit. Micah, oh, look at that. Tupelo Towers online magic. I wonder how that happened. What's our ground speed? 152 knots. That's pretty good. Doing 160 miles an hour through the air. That's a really economical cruise here, folks. It's not the fastest, but again, this isn't a very long flight. We'll pretend like we're really interested in saving money here. Well, let's get the weather while we're at it. Farmer Tech, see you in the sky? Oh, you're okay. You're gonna fly along? Awesome. Anon made it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now let's take some views here. Why not? We got a little bit of time before we get to our TOD. Nice. Welcome, Anon. What's up? How was your landing? Where did you say you were going again? I think you mentioned it, and I completely forgot what you said. I hope your flight was good. Man, I haven't even had a time to take a sip of my cold beverage. So this is my Friday, folks. Hey, that wasn't bad for not having flown this thing in a while. It wasn't the smoothest. I mean, it was, you know, smooth takeoff. It took us a little while, but that's kind of realistic too. That's like when I haven't flown the Aero for a while. Like I use the checklist like an actual checklist, rather like, I'm sorry, like a do list. If I've flown, you know, if I'm flying a lot, like once a week or something, I'd use it like a checklist. I'd do the things and then I check off that I did them. But like if next time I fly, which is hopefully going to be next week, I use it like a do list. Beautiful. Oh, the scenery around here is nice. It's flat. My gosh, is it? I guess it's flat like this in real life, right? How good was ATC? Micah, thank you so much, by the way, for the ATC. Oh, you took out did you 5 flights today? I'm sorry, I missed a bunch of stuff here. Plus 46. How did you do that? Upsloping runway? 2250 manifold pressure. That's pretty good. And then 2300 RPM. Okay, yeah, nice. Check the carb heat is in, and Comanche will rip along nicely. I mean, we're not ripping along. 160 miles an hour, so about 150 knots. It's not, you know, that's indicated. I mean, our true airspeed is much better. But yeah, I mean, we're not necessarily ripping along, but we're doing okay. Let's see what happens if we go into track low. Let's see what our autopilot does here. Or is it track high? I forget which one. Let's go direct again. Oops. Dang it. Back. Direct. And now it's going to slide us all the way back the other way. I really don't like this autopilot very much. Meaning I don't like it at all. There we go. We'll just go on a heading. I'm sick of playing with this stupid thing. We just need to pay attention when we get close to Holly Springs. 5 flight day. That's a lot of flights, man. You took the DC-6, hell of an add-on. I need to get that in VR, I guess. I don't know. I'm a little scared of it in VR, to be honest with you. Like 11 or 12 gallons per hour. I think we're doing like 13 gallons an hour or something like that. Good enough for me. Tips first? Nah, my tips are empty. Max Racing, major storm coming in here in Houston. Okay. Mikey, you prefer your S-Tech 55? Yeah, it's better than this S-Tech 30, I'm sure. Well, stay safe, Max. Is it like a thunderstorm? What do you got going on there? All right, let's do this. Let's take a look at the RNet. I don't know what. Let's check the weather first. Oh, look at that. Tupelo Tower is online. How about that? KTUP weather. 150 at 7. It's 10 miles visibility. Sky's clear. 26, 3009 on the altimeter. So 150 at 7. That means we're going to expect 16. Or 18, sorry. 16. we can load this up. I don't think we're going to really need to fly it, but we'll load it up anyway. Let's go to our procedures menu. Load procedure. Approach. RNAV 18. We'll just say vectors, and we will go ahead and load it, but not activate it. Cool. So it's there if we need it. How's our fuel doing here? I guess we could go ahead and switch tanks. Burn through about what? Burn through 5 gallons. I guess we can switch tanks. We'll go fuel pump on. Fuel pressure looks good. Fuel flow still looks good. Fuel pump off. Be careful not to switch the master off. I have all these bound to my what do you call it? Honeycomb switch panel. Let's see if the autopilot will get it done this time. Guarantee it's not going to. I bet it'll just S-turn all the way across the course. It's so good, the DC-6. I'll love it. Okay. It's been out for so long. I don't know. I feel like since I haven't bought it, am I really going to get it now? I don't know. I guess I should. Hang on. Is it so? It's good in VR though. Like that's the one that has. I think I always ask this question, but I think that's the one that has the virtual flight engineer that you can use. By the way, we could put our landing lights off at this point. I don't really need those. But I think that's the one that's got the virtual flight engineer. Very nice. So we'll probably be daylight for this, but then the next flight, maybe we'll catch some evening hours flying from Tupelo down to Jackson, which I think is a slightly longer flight. It's not the longest flight in the world, but neither of these are terribly long flights. Just kind of, again, this was just a kind of a fun, almost impromptu stream. Mike, your weather, windy temps, 50 down to 30 at night. Oh my gosh, that is cold. That's really cold. Kristen, how ping you in phone? Oh, don't share personal information in chat. DM each other in Discord. Very nice. Now the autopilot's working okay. You have to get pretty much right on your course, I think, and then it'll do a half-decent job of tracking it. Get some stutters up here. How's the stream, folks? Mike, if there's no tagging in the app. Mike, oh, Halloween. Oh, Halloween is supposed to be cold and... well, not cold. I think it's supposed to be in the 50, the high is 50, so it's probably down in the 40s by the time the kids are out doing their thing, begging for candy. And then there's the chance of showers, so it could be one of those Halloweens around here. I hope not. Beautiful. So we got the RNAV loaded up again. Well, we'll see what approach gives us, but I would imagine we would be visual. We're still on with approach. It's quiet. Approach is quiet. Nobody wants to fly on a Thursday night. It's like, okay, Memphis approach. Yeah, center's not online. What do we got here? Jacksonville Center, Chicago Center, Indy Center. Ooh, there's a bunch of ATC online tonight. I just think it's super cool, Micah, that you hooked this up. Yeah, look at all that. East Coast, we could have gone. Not that we would have done this, but DC down to Jacksonville, DC to Indy. But yeah, Mike, epic. Thank you again so much. Seriously, that's really epic. Mike, you only have 10 liveries for this? Come on. You got to up your game. Those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up, like that meme says, like from that movie. Max, stream is great so far. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, we're going to make a left turn now.
Comanche 1202 Romeo, you're leaving my airspace to the southeast. No traffic observed between you and Tupelo. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change to advisory is approved.
Over to Unicom for Comanche 1202 Romeo, and thank you so much for being online tonight. Hope you have a great night.
You're welcome. See you soon.
Awesome. All right, well, over to Unicom. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and put Unicom in the primary there, and we'll put Tupelo Tower in the standby. And what do you guys say? Why don't we just fly this visually? I think we'll take the visual. Let's go back here. Let's go to our flight plan. Let's go to our approach. Let's select approach, and we'll just go visual 180. How's that sound, folks? That'll give us a nice 3-mile point. Load that up. Go back. Should still have our top of descent point, and once we hit our top of descent point, we'll start down, and then we'll pick up our 3-mile. You know what we can do too? I want to remove. How do we remove that chart? I don't know if I can. Huh. Charts. I don't know how to do that. Darn it. See, look, it's still got the RNAV chart on there. Is there any way that we can remove that from the map? Maybe not. Menu. No, just do that. There we go. Cool. Should be a 3-mile point on here somewhere. Oh, it's right there. It's underneath the... So, the elevation at Tupelo is 347 feet. That's good to know. Sync up the heading bug here, because we're going to use it in a little bit. Max said the stream is great. Max, Mike, don't forget to instill in the next generation the evils of taxes. 30% of the candy. Oh, I'll tax that candy. Don't you worry. Max, what's my opinion of candy corn? I hate it. I can't stand it. I hate candy corn. I hate those little candy pumpkins even more because it's like big candy corn. I don't even like pumpkin spice stuff. I don't like that. I mean, well, unless it's in pumpkin pie or like pumpkin bread, you can keep that pumpkin spice stuff, the lattes and all that garbage. Keep it. And candy corn is best eaten by throwing it in the trash. Kristen, you gotta go shopping for clothes. You'll be back later. Okay, good luck. Hope your clothes hunting is good. I hope we're streaming when you get back. 2 legs tonight. My coffee, 10 liveries, and each one different persistence, different cages. Man, you're a machine. You're seriously, you need to change your name to Mike Comanche. Mike Coffee, aka Mike Comanche. Max, if I lose vacuum and I lose my turn coordinator, no. It's well, okay. In my aircraft, no. Well, I don't have a vacuum system. Usually this is electric, and it usually says DC on it, although this one doesn't. A lot of times it'll even say DC on it to let you know, well, you should know anyway, that this is electric. Which is actually the point of having your turn coordinator is secondary to your AI for bank. So no, this is electric. Again, it doesn't say DC on it, and I honestly didn't read the POH for this aircraft, but no, that's driven by the electrical system. Mike, there you go. Mike has got you. Yep, exactly. Mike, oh, you got your tower view up. Nice. First time trying to use it, and it's working fine. Awesome. Max, you need to study your 6-pack. 100%. Drop the photo in Discord. Oh, cool, man. Mike, are you streaming? I forgot to ask. I think I asked in Discord if you were gonna, and then I think I had to go make dinner, so I don't know. Instruments, Max Racing, yes. Your 6-pack. If we were in IMC, we would be scanning the heck out of these. There's different ways to scan. It's always, well, I learned back to the AI, so it's AI, ASI, AI, altimeter, AI, turn coordinator, AI, HSI, AI, VSI, repeat, and then every once in a while you want to check everything else. You have your kind of secondary instruments that you check, your navigator, things like that. So, what do they call that? The hub and spoke scan. I don't know. That's the one I learned. But there are other ways to do it. Consult your CFII. Micah, you weren't ready. I hear you, man. Sometimes you just, if you don't want to stream, don't do it, because it makes for a pretty cruddy stream. I've had one or two bad streams. Well, no, they're all not great, but I've had one or two where I just haven't felt like streaming, but I've forced it. This was a long time ago, and I've watched them back, and I'm like, man, what was I doing? Like, it just wasn't fun. It's like when you don't want to hang out with people, but you kind of force yourself to hang out with them, and it's just a miserable time. And that's kind of the way I see all this, is we're all just hanging out. Like, it's just kind of cool to hang out tonight. Like, if I didn't feel like hanging out and I wasn't in like a social mood, no chance we'd be streaming. Mike Coffee's Cessna invented the 5-pack. I did not know that. Oh, 6-pack. Okay. Yeah, I believe that. Otherwise, it was kind of like the older Moonies have a crazy panel. It's like they call it like a shotgun panel. There's gauges all over the place. CST, what's going on? Another legend is in the chat. What's up, man? I heard you all had a good, fun time today, and Anon had a plus 46 on his touchdown. What did you have? What were your landing rates? How was the stream? What's a good word VR chat? Best streamer you know yourself, right? Come on. Appreciate that, brother. Here to like, share, and raise hell. Let's do it. Yes. Yeah, let's raise a little hell. Here, cheers. Like I said, it's my Friday. So, yeah, let's have some fun. Early morning. I have a golf tournament tomorrow. I have the day off, but I have to get up early and go see if I can defend our title as champions of the golf tournament that me and my partner are playing in. We won it last year out of, I think there were like, I don't know, maybe 20 people. Maybe 4 of them actually knew how to play golf. Farmer Tech, you're gonna fly on the second leg? Nice, man. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, okay. Tupelo to Jackson. I will tell you what I can't tell you what I'm gonna file now because I forget. It's like this flight. There's like one fix. Micah, you have not watched a bad one? Oh, thank you, sir. That is very nice of you. The earlier ones, there have been a couple of duds. We're getting pretty close to our vertical track. Ooh, that is some nice, smooth music, by the way, right there. Thank you, Pretzel Audio. Mike, it's your Friday too. Nice. Party time. CST, you got to step away for a few minutes. Need to get all the grease off your mains. Save some of that butter for your morning eggs, because I'm sure it was buttery and greasy. Nice, man. I've seen your work, and I don't think you're kidding. CST can grease that thing. There we go. All right, let's go down. Let's go ahead and disengage that. Let's pull the power back here. Let's enrich in this mixture a little bit. What do we say the Comanche likes to descend at? Was it like 1900 RPM? If only there was somebody who is an expert in the Comanche. Mike Coffee? So we want to be down to about, what, 1,300 feet at that 3-mile point-ish. So we're going to be visual. We can actually start to turn, so why don't we go into heading mode here. We'll turn it in. Catch up with that visual descent point. That's looking pretty good right there for now. Yeah, pull this power back a little bit more. It could pick up some airspeed if we really wanted to. Trim it down a little bit. We need to start going down at least 500 feet per minute, right, folks? Let's try to hold it right about the line wall. Early 60. The T-Pack. Hang on a second, folks. I got to get this thing in trim for our descent. We're not descending, which is going to be an issue for landing. This does trim out nicely if you keep power setting right, and I don't think I have it set quite right. Let's try that. A little bit of up trim. Let's see if it'll hold that. T-Pack, top 3 and bottom middle of the 6-packs created by the FAA. Ah, really? I did not know that. After researching the best arrangement. Yeah, and it works. I mean, the 6-pack, or the T-Pack, we looked, before we bought the Aero, we looked at an older Mooney, and it had gauges, it had instruments all over the friggin' place. Like, I still get tripped up that this 750 is over here. I actually don't mind it there. In most aircraft, it's here. But yeah, this 6-pack is pretty standard. Sorry you dozed off. You've been up since 6. Me too, man. Me too. Come on. Oh, volunteering at a food bank. Okay, good for you. That is awesome work, man. Let's cut this out. Let's do like a 125 heading. Keep the manifold pressure out. Keep enriching the mixture. Probably go forward a little bit. Get a little bit of drag. Micah, funny enough, the British were ahead of us, the US, for organizing the instruments. Were already doing almost the exact same thing. Well, go UK, go Brits. Anon, your homeland countrymen, well, they've been aviating for a long time too. I wonder if that came out of like World War II research. Interesting. Oh, there it is. RAF identified the 6 most important instruments in 37. Tally-ho. That's awesome. Let's get our landing lights on. It's getting a little dark. It's funny, this panel looks so realistic, I almost reached over there and tried to use my left hand to turn that rheostat up. There's 5,500. We want to get down to 1,300. I think we're doing okay here. We can slow it down a little more, actually. Start to see the airport one of these days. Oops. Nice. We'll just give ourselves a longer final if it doesn't look like we're going to get down there in time. Keep the mixture coming in. But the arrangement was exactly the same each time. Ah, okay, so they standardized at least. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, especially if you're training pilots, you know, that might have to fly different aircraft, right? Okay, I think I see the airport. I just thought I saw lead-in lights over there. Maybe not. Kind of our 1 o'clock. Man, this is nice. This thing just trims out so good. Beautiful. Yeah, we're still a little high, though. Oops. Tupelo Tower, good evening. Comanche 1202 Romeo, about 11 miles from the airfield to the northwest, inbound, looking for 18.
Deliver 1202 Romeo, make a right base, runway 18. Report 3 mile final.
Right base, runway 18. We'll report 3 mile final. Comanche 1202 Romeo. Cool. We need to slow down. I'm pulling power here, folks. We need to slow down and get down. See, oh, that is the airport. Oh, we're really high. Ooh. We have to ask for a 360. I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be okay. I don't know how to slow this thing down. We just did a poor job of descending. Mike Coffee, good show. Thank you. Appreciate that. Mixture in each 1,000 feet. Yep, we got it coming in here. I think we're doing okay on that. Thank you. Yeah, 2,500 feet. We'll be good. Micah, well, that guy sounded like a good fellow. Yes, he did. Very, very realistic ATC right now, folks. Very incredibly realistic ATC. Right base. Reporting a 3-mile final. I mean, this is Micah. You know your stuff, sir. You know your stuff. I'm going to go mixture full ridge at this point. We're going to go props up a little bit. And we could throw the gear out at what, 150 miles an hour, something like that. There's the airport. Just keep it coming down. Passengers' ears are not going to be very happy right now. Take care. Autopilot off. All right. There's 2,800 feet. You see my strobes? That's so awesome. VR, cover yourself, man. My strobes are exposed. 140 for the gear. All right, we'll get it. We will get it, folks. I have no worries that we're gonna get this. Air visual. There's 1.8. It's a 6-mile final, folks. We can get it down. Cover myself. My strobes are exposed. That's good, man. I can't look at too much more chat, but that was pretty darn funny. I hate it when that happens. Remember trim? Yep, definitely. Now I'm gonna fly it like it's an arrow, and I think we landed at 90 miles an hour. I think that's too fast, to be quite honest with you. All right, there's a 5-mile final. We'll keep it coming down. I'm gonna go props forward. Mixture is full rich. Landing lights are on. Gas is on the fullest tank. Undercarriage not yet. Yeah, we're gonna get this one. Keep the runway in kind of the same spot. Continue to slow it down though. We're on a 4.5-mile final now. Pretty much not an idle, but we can pitch up a little bit. There's one white. I don't know if that's a 4-bar, like a Pappy or a VASI, but we'll find out. All right, let's pitch up. Chuck the gear out. Yeah. Now. That's going to give us a lot of drag. Tupelo Tower, Comanche 1202 Romeo, 3-mile final, 1.8.
Comanche 1202 Romeo, wind 1507, runway 18, cleared land.
Clear land, 1.8, Comanche 1202 Romeo. Awesome. There's trim coming in. Again, we're just visual, trying to keep the runway in the same place. There is one red, one white. So we'll just ride the glide slope. There's 120 knots. We can pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. And we can actually bump in another notch of flaps. Flaps are now full. Now we'll slow down. Be well behind the power curve, so we got to be careful to catch this with power. Very nice. Look at the foliage. It's just gorgeous. I mean, Rex Acu seasons. I mean, I can't look out that window very much, but I mean, it's really good. They're a little high. Fuel pump. You're right. Where's that fuel pump? There it is. Thank you. There's 100 miles an hour. Let's pitch up. Then we're a little high. Just pull power back. Slow down. Pitch up. There we go. Trim. You can tell it's been a while since I've landed this. There's 95. We can keep pitching up. I think we're gonna land this at like 85. 90 seems too fast to me. I like it. I'm having to put a lot of trim in here. Now we're a little too slow. Oh. Alright. Just gonna look at the end of the runway. And pull power out in the flare. Let it settle on the mains. Oh, this I was right as the stall warner was clicking, or was flashing. That is pretty good. We'll see what that landing rate was, but that was pretty darn good. All right, we need to pull up our airport diagram, folks. Come on, there we go. Let's see. It's gonna be a left turn somewhere. Alright, looks like it's gonna be Delta.
Delta 2 Romeo, welcome to Tupelo, exit left when able, and safe park.
Okay, left when able, and if it's okay, can we just park over by the tower?
Over 1202 Romeo, sure. Taxi to the ramp via Delta.
Taxi to the ramp via Delta, Comanche 1202 Romeo, thanks. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't look up like what FBOs they have here, folks. That's my fault. I just don't know this area. Yeah, okay, so we'll check the landing rate. I think that was not terrible. Let's go ahead and reset our trims. Go ahead and clear. Well, we already got our taxi clearance, but we'll clear the runway here. Get the RPMs where we need them. Lean the mixture a little bit. We were cleaned up. Flaps are up. Fuel pump can come off. Landing lights can come off. Whoa, I hit the master. Darn it. That's my fault. Sorry, folks. And we'll wait for everything to boot up. So ramp via Delta. Yeah, we'll just taxi right in here. Straight ahead. Awesome. It was clear left and clear right. Aviation Geek. Well, what's up, man? How you doing? Aviation Geek, can we get a dinner report, please? Mike Coffee, taking notes to help you land better. You're the Comanche expert, man. Come on. So we're just going to park it by the tower. I really don't know. Tell you what, we'll take this... We'll take this building here. I don't know. It looks like an FBO. I'm not going to shut the engines down because I'm not sure the engines. I'm not going to shut the engine down. I'm not sure what the Comanche does when you turn the battery off. So we're just going to kind of leave it running as we. We'll park it right here. Set the parking brake. I really don't know what happens. A lot of times in VR, if you shut the battery off, although I did turn the battery master off and nothing happened, it'll do weird things. So plus we already did the full startup on the first leg, so we'll just leave it here. Fuel pumps off. Oh, that was from before. Aviation Geek, buttery smooth landing. Yeah, I think so. Foolery's World butter. My coffee need to do it just like that, ain't I? With the butter emojis. My coffee greased it. Okay, you're old school, no butter for you. Dinner report is paused due to, oh no. Oh man, I hope you feel better. Oh no. Oh, Mike, okay. So, is this okay where we are? I really don't know. It doesn't really say on the chart. I should have looked this up beforehand. It does not look like that at all in real life. Nothing does with Microsoft default scenery. All right, let's take a look and see what we got. Oh, 85. Yoink. Yeah, that felt pretty good. We were doing a good job with that approach. We had really good ATC, so that helped. Okay, Micah, we are where we should be. Awesome. Well, I would like to thank the excellent tower controller who helped earn us that butter. So yeah, that one felt good. We were on speed, we were on the glide. It was a nice visual approach. pretty standard. You know, we got a you know, the right base, and then you know, we had the extended center line painted on the 750, and yeah, that's sort of how you do that, even in like real life. So cool. All right, let me pull up because so Farmer Tech, you're gonna fly along on this next one. We'll just keep the time set where it is. How's that? And we'll do a little evening flight to Jackson, Mississippi. Let me pull up the flight plan here. Tupelo to Jackson. Let's load it. Let me make sure it's all set right. So I'm in the I'm just on my iPad here. Volvo to Romeo. Time. This is always tricky to actually press on my iPad. Yes. Okay. This has us departing 1-8, and let's check the weather. 130 at 7. So this is giving me 16 right. I guess that's right. And then I have only one fix. I have Sierra Quebec Sierra that we're going to file. So let's go ahead and generate this. Stand by, folks. And let's pre-file this. That's him. Oh, it wants me to log in. That's great. Because I haven't done this for a while here on my iPad. Stand by, folks. Let's go ahead and amend that altitude. Let's go 8,000 feet. And file. And it's filed. Okay. So I think we're good. Flight plan should be in. Let's see. Aviation Geek, you ate 4 sausage biscuits with 2 fried eggs on the sausage biscuits and oatmeal. So what was it that caused that issue, do you think? Was it the oatmeal, or was it the massive amount of sausage biscuits and such, do you think? Or maybe we don't want to get into that. Oh, let's pull up the new flight plan. Yeah, maybe we just shouldn't get into that. Oh my gosh. Let's clear out our chart. We're going to, what is the airport identifier at Jackson? It's like KJAN. KJAN. I filed SQS. We'll see what we get. I filed 8. We'll see what we get. Let's get the weather real quick. Should be. Ooh, we never did reset the altimeter. Bad, bad, bad. Oops. Micah, that is a lot of food, but yes, foolery, it does sound amazing. Astro Cricket, what's going on, man? What's going on? Welcome to the second leg. Tupelo to Jackson. Farmer Tech, you're on the runway. Don't run over you. You're having weird issues. Uh-oh. 150 at 7, 10 miles visibility, sky clear, 26, 3009 is our altimeter, which we should have had set on our landing. We didn't. Mike Coffee, yeah, that is weird. Oh, Aviation Geek, it started before you ate anything. Space Coast Seeker, you should do some flying in the mountains of Tennessee and West Virginia. That'd be awesome. Yeah, we'll fly out over the Blue Ridge. Micah and VR should go to Just Flight and tell them how to make a good arrow. I would love to give them some advice. All right, hang on a second, guys. Let me go ahead and call up and get our clearance. It was 09 on the altimeter. Cool. Tupelo Tower, good evening again. Comanche 1202 Romeo, looking for clearance to Jackson, please.
November 1202 Romeo, you're clear to Jackson via radar vectors. It's going to be radar vectors side on. Then it's filed. Maintain 3000, expect 8000 in 10. Departures offline, squawk 45, tree.
Tupelo Tower, just interrogative. Comanche 1202 Romeo is side on Sierra, Quebec Sierra.
That is affirmative, side on VOR.
Okay, Comanche 1202 Romeo cleared Jackson Airport via radar vectors side on. That's Sierra, Quebec Sierra VOR. Then is filed. Climb maintain 3000, expecting 8000 in 10 minutes. Departures offline, squawk 4533.
November 1202 Romeo, read back correct. You can expect Romeo 18 for your departure, call ready taxi.
Expecting 18 for departure, and we'll call you for taxi. Thank you, Comanche 1202 Romeo. Awesome. Okay. Let's catch up here, except with Aviation Geek, who I'm kidding, man. Farmer Tech, what key brings up the menu bar across the top? I am in VR, so I don't know. I have a key bound to it. I think it's the. Is it a? It's not escape. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't have a keyboard. Aviation Geek, the worst news was tonight you were at the jail for a meeting and you were waiting for the inmates to come back and the stomach decided to let loose. Oh, in the jail. That's not pretty. Micah, you got a stomach bug and had diarrhea from Sunday to Wednesday. You lost 7 pounds in 24 hours and you're in good shape. That's a lot of pounds. Ugh. Okay. Let's put a little more gas in here, although I don't really think we don't need more gas. Well, you can never have enough. Two things you can't have enough of is gas, except in the situation of a fire, and runway. Something like that. Cool. That's all good. We're squawking 4533. We're going to climb maintain 10,000 feet. And we're expecting 18 for departure. Let's reset the heading bug. I think I reset the trims. I did. It's getting a little dark, so why don't we put the nice red mood lighting on here. Turn up our instrument lighting a little bit more. Yeah, nice. Okay. Fuller's tab key. Okay, yeah, it was really, you were drinking a lot of water. Yeah, you gotta hydrate. You don't have gas unless you eat something that produces gas. Beans. Beans. Good for your heart. All that good stuff. Let's pull up our new set of charts here. Let's unload that. Let's import this. And let's get the heck out of here. There we go. One more thing I like to do, and this is just me. So 16 right. Let's just check and see what they've got here at Jackson. Do we want 16 right or 16 left? 16 left makes a little more sense, to be honest, but maybe we'll request 16 left. I don't know. Let's see. Let's pull up the charts for both. Let's pull up ILS 16 left, and we'll pull up the RF. Yeah, I'd rather shoot the ILS if they'll give it to us. But it's okay, we can do either. Let's hide that. Let's go back here. And I'm going to take a quick break. Yeah, give me like 1 minute. I just got to take a quick bio break before we get the second leg going. So, yeah, just stand by. I'll be back. Chat amongst yourselves. And yeah, we'll get out of here into the setting sun. Be right back. Okay. We're back and we're ready to go. Sorry about that. You guys are talking about Aviation Geek, and thank goodness not his stomach issues. Something else. Ooh, it's stuttering now all of a sudden. Happens every time I take the headset off. Cool, let's get out of here. All that looks good, all that looks good. And yeah. Let's zoom in on our airport diagram a little bit here. And assuming we're gonna taxi kind of back the way we came. So let's make a U-turn. I love the sounds in this thing. We have the headset plugged in, but man, it sounds so good. Let's go ahead and hit that. There we go. Oh, Farmer Tech, you had to drop out. Oh, you're loading back up now. Okay. That's a bummer. Sorry, man. Get some lights on. There we go. So we're still on the ramp here. I'm looking for the demarcation line that lets us know that we're in controlled or uncontrolled portions of the ramp. I haven't seen it. Ooh, I hope Micah doesn't give me a phone number. No, there it is. Okay. All right, let's just hold it here. Yeah. Okay. Tupelo Tower, hello, Comanche 1202 Romeo is ready to taxi.
Comanche 1202 Romeo, taxi runway 18 via Alpha Golf.
Taxi 18 Alpha Golf, Comanche 1202 Romeo. Cool. Yeah, so I didn't see, sometimes the default scenery will screw you up and not, like, if you get this deep into the ramp, you may have missed an actual, now see there's the line right there. Okay, so this scenery actually does have it. Well, that's fine. I just don't want to get a phone number. Gotta be good VATSIM citizens, folks. Which is why you should all go check out Micah's course. If only there was a link in chat to let you know where to go get it. Ooh, stuttery. Why is it stuttery here? There's nothing here. Oh well. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Oh, ooh. All right. This is what happens when I go and take a break and then come back. We didn't put our flight plan in. Well, we'll do that while we're taxiing, because that's always something you should be doing, right? No. Don't do this in real life. Ladies and gentlemen, do not do this in real life. So we're at Tupelo. And we're going to KJAN. Always focus on taxiing, not programming avionics. But, is that right? KJAN? Is that Evers International? I know, yes, Mike. Well, I big disclaimer, I said don't ever do this in real life. And then it's, oh my gosh. I'm just gonna go back to my, watch this, we're gonna run into the grass. No, we're actually on the taxi line. SQS, insert before. Yeah, don't do this in real life. I don't even like doing it side on. That's a cool name for a VOR. And then KJAN, we'll give ourselves 0 feet AGL. Yeah, I don't even like doing this in the sim. Save that, go back to the map. This is just for the interest of time. It should be kind of like a dog leg. Yeah, it is. And then to Jacksonville. Okay. Yeah, I don't like doing this. Okay. Oh, this thing looks so good at night. I kind of did this on purpose. I wanted to do one leg during the day, and then I was kind of hoping we would take off kind of at sunset, but that's all right. We'll just do a night flight because I had to go to the bathroom. I also don't like it when the message is flashing like that. There we go. I don't like that in real life either. Mike, I'm here heating up summer. You like doing it. Okay. Summer? What? Micah, once you leave your airspace, you would just go direct. Okay, that's a good idea. Oh, to VR who doesn't like doing it. I don't like messing around with anything when I'm taxiing. In fact, I mean, that was drilled into my head from like my... Actually, that was the first time that I was with a CFI that wasn't a discovery flight. The first lesson was pretty much all about taxiing, pre-flighting and all that, and then we taxied. Do we fly? She may have flown that one. She may have done the departure. I think I took the controls, but most of it was taxiing, and it was just drilled into my head. If you're taxiing, that's what you're doing. Don't mess with anything else. So I would never do that in real life, folks. Oh, you meant dinner? Yes. Okay. Oh, you're going to go heat up dinner. What are you having? What are you going to eat for dinner? All right. So we're going all the way to the end. This is Fox, and then golf is the next one. Mikey, yeah, I hate. Yep, you and me both, brother. Like on the 4:30, I hate it. If that message light is flashing, I have to cancel it. I can't not. I mean, obviously, if it's not a critical phase of flight, I have to cancel the message. It drives me nuts. A lot of accidents happen with folks taxi. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the percentage is of accidents that just happen on the ground. Incidents, accidents, yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, you got to pay attention. There's a lot going on, and a lot of really expensive airplanes taxiing around with you. So I like to pay attention. Why does this say? Did we f up? No. Okay. That says Alpha. That should say Golf. But anyway, Ron. Yes, I am a real Piper pilot. In fact, I fly a Piper Arrow, not a Comanche. But yes, I am. Cool. Well, let's call up. Tupelo Tower, Comanche 1202 Romeo is holding short 18, number 1.
Number 1202 Romeo, winds are 1405, fly runway heading, runway 18, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, 18, clear for takeoff, Comanche 1202 Romeo. I said that with sadness in my voice because we're going to lose Micah as soon as we depart. Okay, lights. Good. Where's our strobes? Camera. Transponder is set and standby. It should go altimeter, or go altitude reporting. Action. Mixture full rich. Props full rich. Nothing on final. Nothing was on opposite final. We are clear for takeoff 18. Let's line it up and get out of here. We're going to rotate. We never did the departure briefing, but we're going to fly runway heading. Now, if I was flying with another pilot in real life, we would have talked about what would happen if we reject on the runway, what would happen if we lose an engine under 1,000 feet. Well, in this case, yeah, about 1,100 feet AGL, and what would happen if we lost it above. But anyway, here we go. Toga's in chat, everybody. Smooth application of power. Engine indications are normal. Airspeed is alive. Maintaining centerline. The rudder adjustments seem to have worked. There's 80 knots. Ooh, a little sloppy. Little pitchy. Can't see the end of the runway. Positive rate gear up. I'll pitch for 100. Fly runway heading. Bye-bye Tupelo. That's 105, rather. Sorry. And we're cleared up to 3,000 feet. Maintain runway heading here for Micah. It's about 1,000 feet per minute. That's pretty good. I'm not even touching the yoke. It's just trimmed out. Farmer Tech. Oh, you're sitting right there. Oh no. MSFS has an awful environment accuracy. It's terrible. It's awful. I'm trying to maintain runway heading here for Micah. Sorry about that. I'm off by about 3 degrees.
November 1202 Romeo, proceed on course.
On course for November 1202 Romeo. Have a great night. He didn't. Actually, we're still with you, 1202 Romeo. Sorry, on course. Oops. I caught myself, Micah. It's IFR. We're IFR. We're not just gonna. He didn't say switch, whatever, and we stay with tower. We're on an IFR flight plan here, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. It's funny. Why isn't this... There we go. There's 2 for 3. I almost screwed up, Micah. I almost got a phone number. No pilot deviations tonight. No side steps.
November 1202 Romeo. Leave my airspace
There we
to the southwest. Smaller Unicom with 2.8. I recommend going to upinthesky.teachable.com.
I highly recommend everybody watching this does the exact same thing. We'll go over to Unicom for Comanche 1203 Romeo. Thanks a lot for being online. This was awesome, man. Have a good night. That was a good plug, but a very accurate plug, and you all should do exactly what Micah said. Go to that link that I'm sure he'll post in the chat. And yes, clear props, togas. Do we do togas? Clear togas. All right, we need to pull this back to 2400, and this needs to go back to 2400. There we go. I love how the needles bounce around. That's so epic. There we go. I'm not touching the yoke. Look at this. It's just climbing right out at VY. I mean, autopilot's in heading mode, but that's it. I mean, it's maintaining its climb rate by itself. There it is. There's the link you should all go to. Micah, you will give our free 99-cent paycheck later. Yes, that's right. I'll get my kickback. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if only that was how it worked. All right, there goes Micah. We're over to Unicom. I'm sad. I have the sad. And let's go direct. We can go direct destination. Activate that. And I'm going to use the heading bug here. I really don't like the way this autopilot works. So we'll just use the heading bug. There's 4,000. We don't have any ATC, so we're cleared up to 8 pretty much. And this is all looking good. That's that. Oops. You just kind of cut the corner a little bit. Keep this power coming in. Mixture should be leaned a little bit there in the climb. Look at that sunset. Beautiful. Dang, if that doesn't look realistic, I don't know what does. Whew. I missed flying GA. We haven't done enough GA. I think, well, what happened was the Horizon Sim 787-9 came out in that preview mode, and we kind of just started flying that all the time. We got to get this into night mode. It's better. We don't even need that. GoPro view here. That's just so nice. We'll leave the landing lights on for visibility's sake here. Keep the power coming in. Like Mike Coffee said, about every 1,000 feet, check it. Make sure that the manifold pressure hasn't dropped off, because it is kind of like a barometer. An altimeter. Did I say barometer? Oh my gosh, somebody take away my certs. And let's see if we can go into heading, or into track mode here, if it'll track our course okay, or if we're going to need to take it out. Mike, you love the autopilot. I hate it. I hate it, but I love it because it's so accurate. You know? Like, you love to hate it. Good job on A2A's part for replicating a really crappy autopilot. I think I've said that on every Comanche stream. Oh man, where's my beverage? Uh-oh. Oh no, 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 where did it go? Oh no. Oh, there it is. Okay. Ah, that would have been a disaster. It's hot in my office tonight too. It's like, I think we got up to like 80 degrees here in the DC area, and this office, actually our house is just an old house. It gets hot, and I don't think we had the AC on. I'm actually surprised the AC wasn't on. Manifold pressure reads like a barrel on the ground. Yeah, well, in flight too, right? As you climb. That's why you have to continually... And we are maxed out at this point. We have no more power to add. We are at full manifold pressure. Mixture is leaned, burning less than 20 gallons per hour. It's not terrible, I guess. Autopilot's doing a little bit of a better job on this leg than it did on the leg from where did we go? Millington to Tupelo. All right, 1,000 to go. Just a couple of quick legs on a Thursday night, folks. Got no more manifold pressure to give. And we'll look at the tables here. We're going to be at 8,000. Oh, that's really bright. Ooh, crushing my night vision. 8,000, and we'll try to go for... Yeah, we'll use 2,300 at 20 inches, I guess. Let's see what that gives us. We got 300 to go. Looking good. There's 100 to go. Start to push the nose over a little bit. Level off. Not touching the trim until we get leveled off, and then we'll trim off the pressure. And there we are. Oop, too much. That's just my yoke. That's not the aircraft. That's my yoke being stupid. Probably out of calibration. There we go. And we'll hold that altitude right on the number, 8,000 feet, ladies and gentlemen. Let the airspeed build. Mike, between you and Micah and Scott learned a lot about flying high-performance planes. Oh, thanks, man. I'm glad we could be of assistance. Obviously, don't try to apply this knowledge in the real world, but yeah, for the sim, why not? Oh, look at that. Jackson approaches online. Micah, that's awesome. Yes, and now we're going to get yelled at for down trim. Okay, you just push. 8,000 feet. What'd I say? Let's go. I want to go 2,400. That's a little noisy. We'll go 2,300, 21 inches. 21 inches. 2,300. Yes, okay. We'll trim. And then we will lean the mixture. To about what? 12.3 gallons per hour-ish. We'll just call it 13 and be good with it. Alright. 2 is flashing. I think that's pretty good right there, folks. Cool. A little more down trim. Shut that thing up. Finally, a Traycon you can control for me. That's awesome. Here comes the sidestep. Bring it. Bring it on. Although I will say, I mean, yeah, you can do sidestep. I mean, well, you can do it 100%. I mean, yeah, I sense a sidestep coming on. Oh, good. Because we're planning one. I mean, we're planning 1/6 right. How's that? Because if you sidestep us to 1/6 left, that'd be awesome. Oh my gosh, that's funny. You can do it. Yeah, do it. I was gonna take the ILS just to see how this thing will fly in ILS, but we'll do whatever. I mean, here's the thing. I think in real life, the GA looks like the GA ramp is over here off of 1/6 left, but. I mean, it's visual as heck tonight. We'll do whatever. I was kind of planning 1/6 left, though. look at this autopilot making the passengers sick. ILS is good with you. Okay, cool. So we'll plan that. But hey, side steps are fair game, right? This is gonna be fun. I mean, if you want me to keep mentioning your teachable course and everything, I'm totally kidding. That sidestep will live forever in VR flight sim aviation history as one of the most hilariously fun things ever. I love it. This is all for fun, folks. I mean, really. People get... no way I would get bent out of shape because of that anyway, but anybody that does is just downright crazy. Load procedure, what were we saying? So we'll plan for the ILS 16 left. Who knows what we're going to get. Cool. Might as well start briefing it now. Could do a DME arc in the approach. Oh, we could. Does it make... I don't know if that would make... I mean, we could do anything, but I don't know if that would make sense for our direction, like our arrival. I mean, I guess we could. Again, I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. Fuller's wrote that somebody say sidestep. Oh yeah. I don't know if we're going to get it. You never know. Hey, you never know. Cool. Well, let's start briefing this because we're not too far away, to be honest with you. It's the ILS 16 left. We'll say the chart's current. Localizer frequency is 110.5. Let's go ahead and tune that up now. Final approach course is 159. I'm just going to go ahead and dial that. Oh, we can't because we're... Yeah, never mind. 159 is the final approach course. Mr. Perch, climb 800 feet, then a left turn to 3,000 feet on heading 090 outbound on the MHC 134 radial to the Rakin intersection. 16.5 DME from MHC and then hold. Notes don't seem to apply to us because we'll get the altimeter there. Initial altitude looks like 2,200 feet. The FAF is 2,100 feet. Minima 512 feet, which we can actually set, right? Isn't there a bug? Ooh, I thought there was a little bug. Okay, I guess we can't set it. I thought they had like a little manual bug on the altimeter. I guess not. Okay, cool, all good. Space Ghost Seeker, if we're robbing a candy store, what candy would I go for? Oh, good question. Reese cups. Oh, we discovered something. I discovered something. So I was playing golf this weekend with a couple of buddies, and we stopped off at a convenience store just to grab some Gatorades and snacks. And I saw these things. They're big Reese cups, which I've seen before, but these big Reese cups had Pringles inside of them, like all crushed up. And I made a comment. I said to my buddy, I'm like, oh, that's got to be nasty. And he said, my friend, I will buy them for you. You need to try one. So I bought them. Oh my gosh, life changing. So Reese cups with Pringles in them. Fuller's Road, so you're saying there's a chance. Micah, you would go for soft Twizzler. Oh, yeah, Snickers is like tied, I think, with Reese cups for me. Sour straws, chocolate covered. Ooh. Raisinets, chocolate covered raisins. Yeah, I haven't had those in a while. Micah, you and I share the same taste in candy. Space Ghost Seeker's good with everything except for the Raisinets. Space Ghost Seeker, do you not like raisins, or do you just not like chocolate covered raisins, or both? I'm assuming if you don't like raisins, you don't like chocolate covered ones. I'm trying to get the view. That's a little bit better. What's it look like in the back at night? It's pretty dark. We do have lighting back here somewhere. Where is it? That's a vent. Thought there were lights back here. Oh well, I'm not gonna mess around with that. My coffee weird. Chocolate covered raisins are okay. You're humping out, and it's hidden by that heart emoji. Where are the lights back here? Maybe it's this. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, that's really bright. You know what? That's not doing anything for me. Let's click that off. This aircraft is so cool. I can't believe it's been... Has it been a month since we've flown this thing? I don't know. It seems like it's been a long time. Okay, I even have a... Do I have a view? I do. I have a right... Now we're wrong side simulations. Now we're taking wrong side simulations. Thunder. Space Ghost Seeker loves raisins. Oh, just not covered in chocolate. You also have trust issues with people who like peppermint patties. Oh, what is wrong with you, man? Peppermint patties are... Oh, alright. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. I don't want you to not trust me. Because they're pretty good. What's our fuel situation looking like? Thinking about switching tanks. She just hums right along here. 55 miles an hour indicated, 147 knots across the ground, sipping 13 gallons an hour. Although that's not very good. I bet our true, we're probably trued out. You guys think like 150 knots, 160 knots true? We're at 8,000 feet. All this like back and forth across our track is kind of making me a little, not nauseous, I was going to say irritated. I love how the reflections, I mean, they actually mimic what's in the panel. It's not like it's like some stock image. Like, that's actually a reflection of what is going on there. That's really, really cool. Like Alt-L flashlights in the back. Oh, okay, I don't have a keyboard, man. Aviation key. Oh, here we go. Dinner report is chili with ghost peppers and jalapenos and cornbread and some hot sauce and white beans. Sir, given your current medical state, I question your choice of dinner. But enjoy. My coffee. Only been a couple of days since you flew the Comanche. Shocker. I'm surprised you didn't say a couple of hours since you flew the Comanche. Let's do one thing. So we already briefed the... We briefed this approach, if we get it. It's the expected, so that's good. Let's go ahead and sync this up. We do have ASUS. Excellent. So we've got Alpha. Landing and departing 16 left and 16 right. The altimeter setting is... Oh, look at this. 140 at 8. That's very nice. 10 miles visibility, few clouds at 5,000 feet. Temps 26. Altimeter is 3008. Might as well go ahead and set that. ATIS altimeter avionics are set. Approach briefing is complete. We are looking really good. This is Jackson approach. So let's actually put them in standby there. LOL. All right. Got a little ways to go here. So we cut the corner. We just gave ourselves to wrap. Who's this? United. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of ATC online tonight. Nice little Thursday on VATSIM, folks. Let's see. Micah, yeah, that sounds like a bad idea. Aviation Geek, exactly. Oh, Micah, just warning, there's a FSDO located at this airport. Oh, no. So the phone number that we copy will be directly to the FSDO. Excellent. Aviation Geek is living dangerously. Yeah, you really are. Space Ghost Seeker says Aviation Geek's stomach and guts are about to have a Fraser and Ollie rumble in the jungle. This has gone downhill very quickly. Aviation Geek's got a good point, though. That your thought is if you eat while you've got the runs, it won't be as bad coming out. Yeah, you know, hey, why not? But with the ghost pepper, yeah, Mike, I agree. It's going to burn. My coffee. You also love the Chancellor and the 310, and of course the Kodiak, and you love the Japanese. I don't know what this is. It's a pretzel audio channel. It's supposed to be lo-fi, but I agree that was rather, you know, like we should be in a pagoda with what's the Asari? Not Asari. What's the robe? Oh, come on. What's the Japanese robe? I feel like I should have one of those on. Maybe be sipping some tea and in some sort of Buddhist pose. I probably completely offended a whole bunch of people by botching cultural references. No offense. That was not intended. And I'd be sipping sake instead. How's that? Or a Kirin beer. God, Sim looks good at night. Love it. Except for that white dot. Let's get rid of that. I mean, it just looks so good. I guess I could turn those landing lights off, but we'll leave them on. They're LEDs. They're not going to burn out. Look at that. Even the red. Look at the glow on the glare shield from our red lighting inside. The rotating beacon I just completely love too. I mean, that's really good. This aircraft is just so good. A2A needs to come out with some more aircraft for MSFS. Nice moon glow. Can I turn that down? Maybe not. Is there a rheostat? I don't know. That's alright. I kind of like it. The chili needs to be eaten as it's been in your fridge since deer season. Aviation Geek. Wait, when is your deer season? Ours starts, well, in Pennsylvania where my family is, it starts the day after Thanksgiving, or the Monday after Thanksgiving, although that's for rifle. Black powder starts a lot earlier. Bow season is much earlier. So yeah, maybe. What do you hunt with, Aviation Geek? Are you a 30-30 guy, 30-06? What do you like to use? What's your round of choice? Or are you a black powder guy or a bow guy? 308. Anyway, my coffee left of the yeah, the clicking noise. I still haven't picked that up in VR. I haven't listened very closely either. Ron, have I flown the Cessna 172? Not in the sim on a stream. In real life, yes. I did all of my primary training on a 172 mic. I think it was a 76 172M, and I think I started my IR training on that same aircraft. Well, no, that was a different aircraft. My primary training on the mic, that was like, it had an ADF, one comm radio with no flip-flop, a GPS that didn't work, and I don't even remember what brand it was or what model. So yeah, I've flown it in real life, and Ron, that's kind of why I swore to myself I would not, given my choice, fly one ever again. So, but no offense to the 172. Let's switch tanks. Let's go fuel pump on. Let's look at our fuel pressure and our fuel flow, and let's go off the left tank. Fuel pressure is in the green. Fuel flow is steady. Fuel pump off. So now we're burning off of the left tank. Oh, Micah, deer season already started there. Okay. Mike, so not having much night VFR red light on for flying then. I have beacon lights on all the time on my airplane. Aviation Geek. Oh, you hunt on your own lane. Oh, okay. Nice. For 308. Okay, classic. Classic deer round. Aviation Geek, you're all for it. So yeah, okay, 308. Yeah, that's standard. What do you use? Remington. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Come on, Remington Classic Deluxe. The CDL. What's the bolt action? Oh my god, I can't believe I'm not pulling this. The CDL. Ugh. Come on, what's the standard Remington deer hunting rifle? Man. I use a Winchester. Lever action? 30-30? The cowboy gun. Oh, the red light inside. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no, not in the Comanche. In the Arrow, it's much more muted. Although this is pretty good. But in the Arrow, our interior red light is a little less harsh, and there is a rheostat. You can actually turn it down. Yeah, Remington 700. Thank you. Gee, 700 Classic Deluxe CDL. Yeah. But you gotta be a man. Use iron sights. Yeah, I can't believe I couldn't pull that. It's been a long time. It's not been that long. But it's been a minute. That's a tack driver. I mean, that thing is. Those are just. That's classic. Just man, they're just tack drivers. A smart man is a very nice scope. I was kidding. 100% kidding. It's the humane way, right? I mean, come on. I mean, yeah. That was, yeah, sorry. 100% was a joke for anybody watching the stream. No, that's the only humane way to harvest your deer is to, yeah, I mean, be precise, right? Oh my gosh. Aviation Cadets getting technical. Barnes VO RTX 168 grain TTSX. Okay. My coffee. No flying for you on Thursdays. Sleepy once a week. You can handle it to help others. Nice, man. Micah Springfield's got a new bolt action carbon fiber rifle. This is sweet. Oh, really? You would like one? That's got to be. I mean, it's obviously light as heck, and wow. No wood stock, no walnut stock on that. Just straight up carbon fiber. That's got to look super sweet too. Mikey, you load your own. Awesome. You got a new Dylan. You already pressed that a good number of rounds. You're not going to mention how many. 7.62 or 5.56, Micah. You can say that. If you're reloading, I'm sure it's probably never mind. Don't go into it. Hit me up on Discord. I don't even know what the price of that stuff is anymore. I mean, it has fluctuated so much. I remember when it was insanely. Actually, it was unobtainium for a while. I don't know if it's still like that. It's been a while. I've been out of it for quite a while, to be honest. Which is a shame. I kind of miss it. Just the fun, going to the range even, and just throwing rounds downrange just for the heck of it. Plinking. 223. You only have dies for 223. Yeah, that makes sense. 223. It's probably one of the most popular to reload, and 9mm. You want the Luago alien pistol? I don't even know what that is, Aviation Geek. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we are 70 miles from our destination. Let's take a look at our VATSIM map. We're looking good. We're about ready to eventually here enter into Micah's airspace. Jackson approach. Got that dialed up on the standby. You're just chilling. Chilling in the back of the Comanche. Kids back here like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? I have to pee. Use that Gatorade bottle under the seat. This thing looks sweet. I don't know if this comes across on the stream how awesome this plane looks though, or just how epic it looks in VR. Why have we not taken this thing up? Well, I mean, I know why. I sort of took a unplanned break there. Just because of a lot of life stuff kind of getting in the way, and then this last week has been all about the Dash 9. I thought about a Dash 9 stream again tonight, but I don't think we've never, well, not never, we have done like 4 in a row of like the 7.8. I'm sorry, the 738. Back when that's all I used to fly. But I couldn't do another. I couldn't do another one. Wilson Combat CQB, the 1911 is pretty nice. Ooh. Never had a 1911. I never had one. SIG P220. And I don't want to talk about. Let's. You guys keep talking about it. I'm gonna change my own subject and not discuss anymore. The SIG P220 is a fine firearm. 45 ACP. Just for fun. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting close. Brother-in-law is a firearms instructor. I will not say for whom, but he knows more about such things than he has forgotten more about such things than I will ever know. Great guy too. Great human being. My sister did well. Let's see. If you're watching the stream. No, he's a great guy. Oh man. Hydra, what's up? How you doing? What is going on? Good evening to you. Hope things are well. Hope your either Thursday night or Wednesday morning or day is going Wednesday. We're going back in time. Hope your Thursday night or Friday morning or day is going well, Hydra. I like how your name comes across. That's pretty epic, actually. Ron took his discovery flight last weekend of 172. Awesome. You felt literally every movement the plane made. Is that like that with a Piper? Yeah, the smaller ones. Oh yeah, you feel it. You feel. You definitely feel the motion of the aircraft through the air. I mean, even if it's perfectly smooth air, like if it's a nice summer evening. After all the convective activity has gone away, and it's just maybe it's like this time of night, and it's just smooth air. Yeah, you feel everything, 100%. That's the main difference between flying the sim and flying in real life is the seat in the pants feeling of the aircraft through the air with GA aircraft, small, especially like single engine piston aircraft that's what you don't get in the sim, and I guess if you have a 6 degree of motion, rig, maybe you get a little of it, but you don't. You just don't get that. So yeah, Ron, 100%. But you use that to your, you use that as part of your flying senses, right? I mean, it's all the senses. It's your eyes, obviously. It's your inner ear. It's the motion. Although don't trust that when you're flying IFR. That'll screw you up and get you killed. It's hearing. I mean, you can hear the changes of how the air is flowing past the aircraft. You can hear if you're accelerating or decelerating. The sound. You get a little bit of that in the sim. Even the smells. I mean, airplanes smell different in different phases of flight. So you kind of use all of your senses. And there's nothing like it, right, Ron? And I would say in a 172, I find, and maybe it's just me, I find that a 172, I mean, just because of the wing, and the probably the airframe too, but mostly I think the wing. The 172 is a little more affected by like crosswinds. They tend to float a lot more. I remember it being pretty hard to get the 172 to stop flying. Like when you're landing it, the way a 172 lands and the way Hershey Bar Cherokee lands is really different. Like my arrow it'll fall out of the sky when you pull the power. But a 172, I mean, you could pull power you know, on short final, and well, don't do this, but you can. I mean, you glide it in, and it kind of wants to keep flying, whereas different aircraft, you know, depends on the wing, depends on the weight, stuff like that. Mike, you flew in 2 high-performance airplanes once. A 172 XP, awesome. That's a good airplane. Who knew one day you'd be in a Comanche again, virtually late in life. That Comanche had the radios in the middle. I think that's more... Well, I don't know if that's standard or not. I don't know. I'm used to flying airplanes with the radio stack right here. This is different for me. Music got all quiet. Falling asleep up here. A beautiful evening. My coffee could listen to VR stories all night. Oh, I've got a million of them. Aviation geek, just like your ex. She wanted to keep flying. That show. I don't know how to read into that one. Helga, what's going on? What's going on? Helga Rides, oh my gosh, it's been a minute. Little or no signal at the fishing camp, but you catch what you can. Truly appreciate us and the content. Thanks, Helga. It's good to see you. What fishing camp? Where are you? Well, you don't have to say if you don't want to. What are you fishing for? That's awesome. Oh, I'm jealous. That's epic. Mike 172 rules. Sorry, your dad and I always thought a 172 harder to fly than a Warrior. Really? I don't know. I think they all are. Once you get used to them, I guess. I don't know. I never found the. Actually, I think the Skyhawk was easier to fly initially. Like the first time, you know, soloing in a. Well, I guess. No, I take that back. I don't know. I always found the 172 to be a really docile, easy to fly airplane. All right, so we still have Alpha. Not that the Cherokees aren't, but oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Refreshed, and then I want to get the weather again, so it's still Alpha.
Thanks for the sub.
Oh, thank you for subscribing, whoever that was. My new sound effects for the events are working, but the Streamlabs injecting the whoever that is that subscribed, and thank you very much. I can't see who did that, so whoever that was, thank you very much for the subscription. Mike, you thought the Warrior was easier to fly? Okay. Oh, okay. Bass fishing in Kissimmee Lake, Florida. Awesome. Warrior didn't stall, it more like mushed. That is a good point. Yeah, it's even in the Arrow. I mean, it'll stall for sure, but it seemed more forgiving in the stall. I mean, basically, it just sort of the wing would stop flying. Well, and like in the Arrow, the wing stops flying, and then the nose drops, and then it starts flying again. It's really easy. Oh, Ron. Okay, Ron, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. I thought I fixed the chat notifications for subscribers, but apparently I still need to work on that. Something happened. I don't know what. All right, we are getting closer to our projected top of the set point. My coffee don't kiss me. All right, but psh. Where's my rim shot sound effect? Good one. Good one, Mike. Oh, Kissimmee. Yeah, that's Orlando area. Kind of by the big theme park with the mouse. Probably not allowed to mention that, or I'll get a copyright strike. But Helga, that's awesome. Bass fishing, man. I hope you're having good luck and the fish are biting. 140 at 8. 3008. We already got this. It should already be set. Yep. Once again, ATIS altimeter set avionics preset for ILS? What did we set? 1.8. 1.6 left. Set. See what we get. Hydra, you want to change your name to Ben over. Jeez, I see what you did there. Good one. My coffee. Oh, Kristen, where is she? She went shopping. Mike, Kristen said that she had to go clothes shopping. She said she would be back soon, but I don't know. She lives right next to the store, maybe. Aviation Geek, don't bang cock. LOL, yeah, that's a good one too. Hell, stalling in a bow is as scary as it gets. I've never been in a bow, even with someone practicing stalls, but yeah, I don't think that, yeah, nope. Hydra, LOL, Micah, here's a timeout coming. Yeah, that's a good point, Micah. Yeah, maybe. Let's hold it at this level. No, Micah can take a joke. Easy guy, guys. No. I think Micah was half joking, half like, yeah, keep it at that level. And I kind of agree. It's funny. Oh, man. Yeah, Micah, exactly. On Discord, not anything goes, but yeah, more goes. We're getting close to TOD. Why does it seem like this leg is taking, in a good way, much longer? Man, somebody must have planned these flights out pretty nicely. Look at the sky. A little bit of a glow over there. I mean, that is just... darn. That is good. That is really good. Beautiful night here in Mississippi. I don't think I've ever been to this part of the world. Never had, I don't have any friends or family down here. Never had to travel to Mississippi for work. Have I ever been to Mississippi? I don't think I ever have. Mike, flying a Tommy Hawk. Oh my gosh. Fun trying to fly, bouncing around, taxiing it in the air. No, we didn't dare do a spin. Are spins even approved in a Tomahawk? Traumahawk? Is that what they call them? CST is back. What's up? Sim looks awesome. Thanks, man. Comanche looks nice. Oh, it does. One more look. Oh, so nice. Yeah, but CST, your sim, the way that looks, your rig and your settings are second to none, man. You have... CST Gaming has like the sickest looking visuals. And CST, I think you now own every airport ever made payware, right? Aviation Geek Comanche. Yeah, it does look nice, man. It does. It really does. I forgot how much I really enjoy this thing. And the sounds, too. I mean, we got the... No, I won't be able to get them. Can't unplug them. Yeah, it's hard to find the click spot for the headset. Anyway, although it does have, so we're on like passive noise reduction. It has active noise reduction too. See that? Hear the difference? That's so cool they modeled that. I mean, that is so realistic. Cool. Almost the top O descent. Almost to Micah's territory here. You try CSD, don't talk about your airport. Your wife wants to divorce it. CSD probably owns every aircraft. He owns every airport. Well, you get half of the airports. That's funny. Oh, man. All right, we're getting pretty close here to approach. CST, that's what you're scared of. How would that work out in court? I don't know. That would be a first, I think. Excuse me. I don't know what that noise was. My throat is hoarse. Much talking. People do say I talk too much. Digital assets are still assets, exactly. Never mind what you heard. It wasn't what you think. Yes, it was. It was exactly what you think. It's all right. I'm way past the age of 21. I'm in my own home. I'm not flying tomorrow. I'm not driving anytime soon. And I am a responsible older adult. So, y'all don't worry about what that was. It's my AA sponsor. Mikey, November 1202 Romeo, you have a phone number for me to call. It's my AA sponsor. No. Nah. Everything in moderation, except moderation. Now, all joking aside, if I was going to fly tomorrow at all, we wouldn't be doing this. 24 hours bottle to throttle, please. And I will be driving to the golf course tomorrow morning, but I think that will be just fine. Plan on getting a very good night's sleep after this stream. Cool. CST actually started to add stuff the other day. You stopped a quarter of the way through because you started crying and couldn't add stuff up, like the total. Don't do that. you don't want to see those figures. It has to be thousands. Oh man, CST doesn't want to talk about it. All right, we're almost there. Welp. Your wife wants to talk about it, Micah. All right, we are balanced on gas. We're good. We're not going to mess with that. Everything else is looking good. About to start our descent into Jackson. Let's do this. Actually, let's... Mike, I'm going to call you up, man. I think we're in your little circle there. Jackson approach. Good evening, Comanche 1202 Romeo. I think we entered your airspace 8,000 feet. Maybe not. Uh-oh. I turned the autopilot off. What a moron. Huh. Uh-oh. Huh. Jackson approach. Good evening, Comanche 1202 Romeo. I think we just entered your airspace 8,000 feet.
Number 1202 Romeo, ident.
Ident 1202 Romeo.
For 1202 Romeo, radar contact to 1 nautical miles to the northeast of the airport at 8,000 feet. You can expect ILS from a 16 left approach.
We'll expect ILS 16 left approach, 1202 Romeo. We're also maintaining direct destination.
For 1202 Romeo, roger. You can turn right heading 240 vectors for final.
Right 240 vectors final, 1202 Romeo, thanks. Alright, let's go that way.
And 02 Romeo, you can descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend maintain 3,000, Comanche 1202 Romeo. Alright, let's pull the power here, enriching the mixture a little bit. We're in heading mode. Oop, let's not pull the power that much, folks. So we are cleared down to 3,000 feet. Starting to get bumpy here. There we go. Heading down. Let's see if we can get this thing trimmed out for a nice, I'm going to say about 800 foot a minute descent. We got to get down. Oh, not that fast. All right. Air just got really choppy. Alright, let's pull up our approach plate here. I'm trying to walk and chew gum at the same time all of a sudden. It's kind of how it goes. 159 is our final approach course. Let's dial that in. Oops, US. There we go. Enriching that mixture a little bit there. Alright. kind of like this descent rate if we can hold it. Kind of hard to trim out even a real world aircraft if you're getting kicked around. You kind of have to accept vertical deviations, especially in heavier turbulence. Up and down deviations are okay, just gonna watch the roll. And this is just light chop. This would be nothing. This is sort of what you would expect. There's the airport, okay. Now we're not gonna get, this will not fly the approach for us. We're gonna need to pull a lot of power out. We're really trucking here. I mean, we'll get guidance on the HSI, but this isn't like one of those, you know, it's going to give us verticals, you know, vertical descent automatically. Wow, we're getting bounced around like crazy. Ain't on a prenup, exactly. You're about to buy Minneapolis, CSD. Your wife's threatened to stab you. Yeah, payware Minneapolis isn't worth getting stabbed over, in my opinion. In this Simmer's opinion, I'm going to pull this all the way back here. I need to slow down too. My coffee, great flight. I agree. This has been a heck of a lot of fun. I'm glad I did this one. I almost did not, but we did. Here we are. We're going about 1,000 feet per minute down. Aviation Geek got to buy a new combine for the farm. 2023 John Deere S780 is set $575,000. Well, that's business expense, right? I mean, that's what you got to do. That's the cost of doing business, right? You got to spend money to make money and all that good stuff. But dang, that's an expensive combine. 55 for 3. Alright, I've got us here on a moving map, which is nice. And we're pretty visual here, but that's alright. We'll got it all backed up with the ILS, excuse me. Pull some more power out here, enriching the mixture here. Landing lights are on. So gas.
Full frequency 8 is Bravo, now current, winds 16011, altimeter 3010.
Alright, we got Bravo. There's 5,000 for 3, by the way. Looking good. We do have glide slope indications on the HSI. Yeah, we're like plummeting at this point. Still in the green arc. 1,000 feet per minute down. Poor passengers' ears. Alexander, what's going on? How you doing? Oh my gosh, I'm glad you caught the stream. Well, what is up? Welcome. Been a long time. Hope life is treating you good, man. My coffee. Here's something some may not remember. Your dad knew a pilot way before he got his license, and a friend from Rockwell. Yeah, Rockwell Commander. We actually looked at a Rockwell. It was a 114. The 112 is really nice. It's the most roomy aircraft ever, but the useful load is so just poor. It's got plenty of room for 4 people, but you can't get 4 people in it. Like, not even close.
November 1202 Romeo, 6 miles from Allen, turn left heading 190, maintain 2,200 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS 16 left approach.
Left turn 190, maintain 2,000 until established, cleared ILS 16 left approach. Comanche 1202 Romeo. Alright. 02
Romeo, maintain 2,200 until established.
Oops. My apologies, 2,200 till established. Still cleared ILS 16 left approach, 1202 Romeo. Oops. Alright, we're clear for the approach. Cleared all the way down to 2,200 feet. And we can actually start to follow the HSI at this point. Let's slow it down a little bit. We're 11 miles from the airport. And there's 190. Looking good. Airspeed looks good. Let's go mixture full ridge. All right, I've been hand flying it for a minute now. Yeah, there's no need to dive and drive onto this one. There is our HSI, and we blew right through the final approach course. Darn it, rookie. Not sure why we're flying this like a real instrument approach because we're totally visual. Do have to watch our altitude though. Yeah, we're good. Oh, pay attention. All right, gas is on the fullest tank. Undercarriage, not yet. Mixture. Props. Go full forward. Switches. Our landing lights are on. Seatbelts are all fastened. I'd say our gums check is pretty complete. Fuel pump needs to come on. That's the one thing. There we go. Fuel pump on. And we're going to slow it down here by pitching up. Let's see, 114 Pepsi. All right, it's hard to read chat right now. Aviation Geek, my coffee, like the Concorde. Let's thank the Aviation Geek for the food. All right, I gotta focus. Sorry, folks. Let's go. Now we're still 7 miles out. We don't need to go gear down quite yet. All right, 2,000 till established on the localizer. There's 2,000. We're clear for the approach. There is the glide slope indicator. Let's go gear down. And now we should start to descend pretty much right on the glide, which is useful at night, by the way. There's that Japanese music again. What the heck is going on with that? Gee, I hope we don't get a sidestep. It's not fun now.
Number 1202 Romeo winds are currently 160 at 11, runway 16 left, clear land.
Clear land 16 left, November 1202 Romeo. Alright, let's go first flaps. 5 mile final. We are dead on the approach right now. Let's get our speed back a little bit. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. Kind of visual, just kind of backing it up with the HSI at this point. A little off there. Winter right down the runway. According to that, all right, let's go next flaps. Possible pilot deviation. You gave me a pilot deviation for that? Oh, I want to listen to the tapes. I want to listen to the tapes. Just kidding, okay. I'm like, wait a minute. All right, we gotta slow down a little more here. We do have flaps to go. Let's get ourselves nice and slowed down. And now we're a little high. Possible pilot deviation. You'd sit in the house and the convoy will go on if you install that on the I can't read chat. I'm gonna crash. I'm very interested in what you guys are talking about. That's the problem. We need to get it slowed down. Right on the glide slope, a little left of the center line. Let's use trim. Somebody put that thing there for a reason. There we go. My back is still gonna hurt. This will be great for golf tomorrow. All right, well, we got, what was that, 83 feet per minute on the, why am I anticipating like a late sidestep? I keep like looking over at 16 right. Anyway, all right, we're looking really good here. There's 90 knots miles an hour. God, That looks good. It's the world's longest runway for a Comanche, by the way, so I think we don't need to worry about running out of runway. 90 miles an hour. A little bit low now. Ooh, power up. Power up, not pitch up. Power up. There we go. Looking better. A bit left the center line. Talking to myself. We can trade airspeed for altitude. We're a little bit... I don't know. This wants us to land at 90 miles an hour. I disagree with that all day long. Until we stall. Starting to transition to look at the end of the runway. A little bit of pitch up. Pull the power out. Oh, that's not going to be very good. That's going to be terrible. Typical night landing. That was bad.
November 1202 Romeo, welcome to Jackson. Exit right when able, and you going to the FBO tonight?
Affirmative, 1202 Romeo, right when able, and yeah, we're going to the FBO.
Alright, 1202 Romeo, turn right on Charlie 2, and then taxi to the FBO via Charlie.
Right turn Charlie to FBO via Charlie for 1202 Romeo. For 1202 Romeo, we're also potentially going to need ground services for a broken main landing gear.
1202 Romeo, Roger, you're able to roll off the runway?
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Actually, disregard, I think we'll be okay until we get back to the FBO and they can put the strut back where it belongs. 1202 Romeo.
02 Romeo, Roger.
You got that one on tape, right? That was a terrible landing. I don't even want to know. Let's turn the strobe light off at least. Ugh. There's Charlie 2, and then we'll taxi all the way down. Charlie, the taxi of shame. Oh my gosh, that runway came up so fast. Terrible. Well, we got one good one and then one... Ugh. Yikes. On the trucks, exactly. Micah. Yep. CST, let's go, butter. We did not get it. Roll the trucks. Auto brake 3. Anon, exactly. Micah, your record is solid. Just reading back in chat here. What's the tune? I don't know what this is. I don't know what tune this is. What track we're listening to. It's almost like we're taxiing crooked. Maybe I did break the landing gear. That was really, really bad. Auto brake 3, roll the trucks, Micah. CST, let's go, butter. Yeah, we didn't. My coffee grease, I wish. Aviation Geek, buttery smooth landing, awesome job. Were you watching the stream or? Oh, my coffee. Comanche is tough to land. Well, I didn't flare enough. I mean, I'm not going to blame the sim. I need to be lean for ground operations here a little bit. I'm not blaming the sim for that one. That was all me, but it is a little different in the sim than in real life. That was a plunker. Watch more Scott videos. Oh, really? Okay. Does he say it's hard to land too? They were both buttery smooth in your SOP. I like your SOP, Aviation Geek. I do a lot. Anon, I psyched myself out with the sidestep. I'm not gonna lie. If I would be lying if I didn't say that I was looking at 1.6 right at the corner of my eye. Micah, for real. You give me maintain 2200 till established. I read back 2000. You corrected and I said sorry 2200. Then I went down to 2000. Oh, did I? Oh, all right. I'll take the phone number. Space Coast Seeker, that landing was as smooth as Aviation Geek's pals at the moment. Oh my gosh. Aviation Geek's pals are fine now. Change the subject, someone quick. Alright, let's take the next right, and I think that's the FBO over there. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. I don't even want to check the landing rate on that one. That was brutal. Yeah, I mean, gear looks fine. We don't have a flat tire. Let's just go ahead and park it over here. Oh. Well, Micah, thank you for the ATC, man. This was awesome. The multiple... Whoa, wait a minute. Is that... Alright. See, I mean, these airports are like a black hole. And I even have the night lighting mod. I still can't see jack. There we go. Yeah, seriously, Micah, that was awesome. Pretty much having full... We had tower at each airport and then approach. Epic. And I will contact the FSDO here at Jackson, Mississippi for my ride with an FAA representative over the weekend. I look forward to that. All right, let's park it here. So Comanche or Skyhawk? Well, what kind of question is that?
Controller reception on frequency. Jackson Tower is now closed. Monitor intercom, which is 2.8. W.
Thanks for the awesome ATC tonight, man. Have a great night. Comanche or Skyhawk? That's not a question. Comanche all day long. But the Comanche is heavier than an Arrow. Yeah, yeah, it is. I mean, I think it's a little bit bigger. It definitely has a bigger engine. Aviation Geek does this aircraft. Is it crooked? I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. It looks to be right and tight. I don't think we bent anything. I don't know. I mean, they are pretty stout. All joking aside, I mean, it's got the same oleo struts as the Arrow has. They're pretty darn stout. It's a legit question. I mean, Comanche over a Skyhawk for me. I just, I'm not a big. You guys know that I'm not a big fan of the 172. It's a fine aircraft, but for me, you know what? It wasn't as bad as we all thought. 156 feet per minute. 1.04 Gs. That's not terrible. I mean, I like to get these under 100 feet per minute in the GA aircraft, to be honest. So I'm not real happy with that, but 156. I ain't gonna cry about it either. So not too bad. CST, the landing rate is rigged, sir. Then all of your landing rates are rigged. No, I'm just kidding. Here comes a dad joke. Where do young cows eat lunch? In the cafeteria. Good job. My coffee is a fan of the 172, but a good Arrow would be okay. If there was a good Arrow for the sim, I mean, that would be amazingly epic. Let's see what happens when we shut this thing down, actually. I'll just pull the VR windows back up if we have to. Let's go ahead and turn all that on. The beacon light can stay on. Let's go avionics off, autopilot master off. Why do we still have the fuel pump on? Because we're an idiot. All right, I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but let's see what you know what? Let's actually see what happens. I'll pull the windows back up if I have to. Let's go ahead and pull the mixture and see what happens. Please don't do that weird thing. Hey, this thing actually shuts down properly. Okay, so we can do like full restarts for a second leg. So we can shut this thing down. Let's open up the door. There we go. We can throw this back here. Folks, that was pretty darn fun. Oops, that was my fault. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Kind of an impromptu, kind of one short leg, one longish leg. Micah, thank you so much for the ATC. Don't forget to go check out Micah's Teachable series on GA and soon to come airliners, all about flying on VATSIM in the sim. Yeah, my coffee, it worked. We're good. So from now on, we can actually shut this thing down after a leg and start it back up. And then we can do a hot start and see how we get on with that. Guys, Guys, don't forget to hit like if you guys did like this stream and this content. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of it. Share it with your buddies. And leave a comment. Let me know how you guys felt about this stream. Give me a comment on what you want to see more of, or just say hi, because comments help a lot. Anyway, for me, CST in all caps, like it now. Anon, like, sub, and comment. Agree. Yeah, guys, Anon, Farmer Tech, thanks for the support. If you're still online, Micah, thanks for the support as well as channel members. Really appreciate that. It really does help out. And there was a dono earlier, and man, I forget who it was. Just got his CFI. I apologize. I'm not pulling it. Anyway, thanks for that dono. Really appreciate it. Guys, this is it for me for a little bit. I'm out tomorrow and the weekend, maybe Sunday, we'll see, but then definitely next week we'll be hitting it hard again with the streams. May not follow me on all my socials. Yeah, my TikTok, exactly. I don't have that. Anyway, guys, I gotta log off. I gotta get to sleep and take care of some stuff early morning. I'll try to keep in touch on Discord over the weekend while I'm gone. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night or day, whatever it is. Have a great weekend, and we will get something planned in the very near future. All right, thanks again, y'all. Have a great night. Bye-bye.